Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. Welcome to today's Bitcoin news video. Let's get right to the price. Today's Friday, July 12th. Bitcoin's price right now is $57,319. You can see we were up in the 58K range earlier, but we're kind of hanging tough right here. We might have found a bottom. We're going to talk about some news stories that hint toward that. But yeah, that's the price. Look, might be a boring summer, but the bull market progress is 40% actually. Yeah, and the progress bar is based on standard halving cycles. And if we look here, we see the halvings in the blue vertical lines, and we see that after the halving, you know what happens. Boom, we go up. Right now, we're sort of chopping sideways over the summer, but it's okay. This is totally normal. Yeah, and here's another chart talking about this level of 58,358, which you can see right here, this black line. We need to get above this black line, 58,358, and then make our way up to the blue line, which is around 61,000. But look, we got work to do. It's okay. Yeah, we need a daily close above 58,350 to break the lower high, and more importantly, position itself for a rally to 60,600, right around 61K. We'll see. Yeah, another attempt at breaking back above the 200-day EMA. Maybe the third time's a charm. Yeah, we're kind of stuck just below the 200 EMA. It's a moving average. And we need to get above this. And we will. I mean, it's just a matter of time, right? So it's all okay. Yeah, the fear and greed index is, my goodness, it's at 25%. This is insane because it shows extreme fear while we're at 57K. Wow. Yeah, and the last time the fear was this low, we were at like the bottom of the past cycle, which was like, what, 16K? Something like that. So we were at $16,000 and people were, well, I think the fear was even lower than this. But yeah, 57K for that much fear is a little, well, I guess it is what it is, but we shouldn't be that fearful, right? We know we're in a bull market, so it's all good. And obviously we can buy when everybody else is fearful. That is not financial advice. But yeah, Germany has been the story over the past, week or two, because they've been selling all their Bitcoin. They had started out with 50,000 Bitcoin, and now the Germany selling Bitcoin is basically over. They don't have enough Bitcoin left to move the market. The news is over. The bottom is in. The bounce is imminent. So that's why people think where we are now, we're just going to start cruising up from now on. And now El Salvador holds more Bitcoin than Germany. Can you believe that? Yeah, this is the way. El Salvador has 5,808 Bitcoin, and you can see over time they've just been stacking. And Germany started with almost 50,000 Bitcoin, and yeah, it looks like a couple weeks they sold it all. This is going to go down as potentially one of the biggest Bitcoin blunders of all time. I mean, why would you sell that? It's insane. Yeah, and now apparently the German government has less than 0.5 Bitcoin left in its wallet. So yeah, I guess it's all done. I guess Germany's all done. So now this is news. The Bitcoin dominance reaches a 3-year high. Okay, so Bitcoin dominance compared to every other crypto. And this is a good sign in a bull run because as we're going up, it's good that Bitcoin dominance goes up. And then of course, like when we peak, sometimes Bitcoin dominance will come down and the alts will have their alt season, right? I mean, this is what happened in the late 2017, early 2018. I'm not sure how much that played out in the last cycle, 2021. As far as dominance, but anyway, this is normal and this is good. So Bitcoin dominance is at a 3-year high. Yeah, and now this is about Bitcoin mining. There's a new all-time high in terms of how much sustainable energy the Bitcoin mining industry is using. And Bitcoin mining now uses 56.2% sustainable energy. And at the current rate of increase, it will cross 60% by July 2025 and be 80% sustainable by the end of 2030. So this is what all these climate idiots that are worried about Bitcoin and energy, It's too much energy. Yeah, show them this. Yeah, this is good. And we knew this is going to happen, right? Technology moves forward. We learn how to do things better. Of course, we're going to learn how to be more sustainable. So this is great to see. And here's this is the image here. Yeah, you can see the pink line. That's our sustainable energy. And we're at an all-time high, 56.2%. Gotta love it. All right, I watched this video yesterday or 2 days ago. It's the What Bitcoin Did podcast, and Rational Root was the guest. This is 7 days ago. And it's titled, Is the Bitcoin Cycle Broken? With the Rational Root. And this is a great one. It's an hour, but this is very information dense, very good. And it's great. Rational Root is great. So if you want to look at like the macro charts, and they talk about what the potential high of this cycle is going to be, although they are very conservative, 140K or maybe up to 200K. That's their conservative numbers, which is still good, but I don't know. I smoke a lot of hopium, so I think next year is, I don't think people can even imagine what's going to happen next year. And again, I might just be smoking hopium. Okay, that's fine. So what? I smoke hopium. All right, just a reminder, an FYI, only 0.26% of the global population can be a Bitcoin whole coiner ever. So only 0.26% of the globe could own one Bitcoin. And here, just to visualize that, there's only these two blue people down here. They can own one Bitcoin, and the rest of humanity would not be able to own any. Now, of course, this is just showing you what this would be if all those people owned one Bitcoin. So it would be 21 million people owning one Bitcoin each, and that's those two blue people on the chart that you're seeing on the graphic. But we already know, first of all, there's not 21 million Bitcoin. Most people think we've lost 3 or 4 million over the years. And I think 3 million is very conservative, and even 4 million, it might even be 5 million that have been lost. Anyhow, but a bunch have been lost, and a lot of people own more than one Bitcoin, right? So that skews this whole thing too. But this just goes to show you the scarcity of Bitcoin. So that's why people rightly have a goal to become a whole coiner, own one Bitcoin. So maybe that's one of your goals, and I hope you achieve it soon. Because once the price goes up to 300K, 500K, $1 million or $2 million, who's going to be able to buy a Bitcoin for $1 million? Not me. Yeah, and this is about NOSTR. Of course, we love NOSTR. Decentralized Bitcoin-powered social media is growing rapidly. Over the past 2 months, NOSTR users have zapped or tipped around $1 million worth of Bitcoin via the Bitcoin Lightning Network. Yeah, decentralize everything and join the movement. Share your NOSTR pub key and I'll follow. Yeah, and this, yeah, so I actually shared mine, and I'm already following Carl. But yeah, there's more users on NOSTR, more traction. This is really good. NOSTR is like, if you're not familiar with NOSTR, NOSTR is like the social media equivalent of Bitcoin. It's decentralized, censorship resistant. You own your own data. Yeah, it's great. So that's NOSTR. And connect with me on NOSTR, Fractal Bitcoin. Yeah, and this is an app called OpenVibe, which combines Mastodon, Blue Sky, and NOSTR into one social app. Because Mastodon, you might have heard of Mastodon or Blue Sky, but they're not quite like NOSTR. They sort of get lumped together with NOSTR, but they're really not. NOSTR is truly decentralized and censorship resistant. These other two are not. But anyway, this is one app called OpenVibe. Apparently, you're going to be able to post on OpenVibe, and it'll post to Mastodon, Blue Sky, and NOSTR. So I don't know. I think this is very new. So I haven't tried it yet, but you might want to try it. Oh yeah, nobody could have seen this coming. Yeah, breaking. Hackers stole call and text records for nearly all AT&T customers. Shows which phone numbers a customer called or texted. A staggering and unprecedented data breach. Data usually only available to authorities. Now hackers got it. So this is the problem with centralized entities that collect everyone's data. They get hacked and then all the data is out. This is why the world is moving toward a decentralized reality, because you should own your own data. Then you can protect it. And also there's, when you put everyone's data into one big database, that's like incentive for these hackers. But if everybody owned their own data, what would the hackers do? They'd have to hack everybody individually? They can't do that. That's stupid. It's not practical. So anyway, decentralize everything. All right, if you're not subscribed and you'd like to, please subscribe. And let's get into a couple stories of fiat and government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. All right, the big news of today, Elon Musk tweeted, the European Commission offered X an illegal secret deal. If we quietly censored speech without telling anyone, they would not fine us. The other platforms accepted that deal. X did not. I mean, this is amazing. The European Commission, right? This is like a backdoor deal. This is how these authoritarians do it. They try to pressure these companies, and the other platforms accepted that deal, right? But apparently Elon is not accepting it, which is good. Here's more nonsense. Oh my God. Trump's White House lawyer, obviously a deep state guy, testified that he engineered a plan with the help of the Department of Justice officials to prevent any investigation into the 2020 election fortification. So here's the deep state. And again, this was Trump's White House lawyer. It doesn't matter. He might have chosen this guy as a lawyer, but he's a globalist deep state guy. He's not Trump's friend. This is the problem. I've heard this a lot about Trump's first presidency, his first term, that he picked a lot of the wrong people to be in his cabinet and to be in charge of things because he didn't understand how bad things were. That's what I've heard. If you know more, comment below, let me know. But yeah, this is just proof that the Department of Justice officials and a bunch of deep state globalist people, they prevented an investigation into the 2020 election fortification. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's been admitted. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, now this is a chart. This is really an interesting chart here. After the UK sold its gold between 1999 and 2002, the price of gold went up 600%. And here's the chart of that. This is right around 2000. 99 to 02, UK sold most of its gold, and then gold literally did a 7x or 6x. I think it's 7x, right? It's 600%. But anyway, the point is, Germany selling billions in Bitcoin will become an even bigger regret. Yeah, Germany, I don't know why they did that. Wrecked. Wrecked is right. Clown move. Yep. Oh, you're going to love this one. A UK bank has refused to accept funds converted from Bitcoin to buy a house. Apparently somebody wanted to buy a house in the UK and the bank found out that they sold their Bitcoin to put the money toward the house. And now the bank is saying, no, we're not going to accept that money. What? Governments are so bad. I mean, so bad. Here's a quote from Thomas Sowell. One of the reasons why government absorbs so much money and takes on ever-increasing powers is that it is home to so many people whose beliefs could not withstand the draconian tests of science, the marketplace, or a scorecard. What we, the taxpayers, are ultimately paying for is their insulation from reality as they pursue the heady pleasures of power. As if that were not enough, the left promotes the idea that there is something wiser and nobler about having decisions made by third parties who pay no price for being wrong. So these people in government, they're completely isolated. They become completely authoritarian. They tax you. They do whatever they want. And people on the left, but it's really people on the right and left. It's all people who believe in government. They think, oh, they want a third party, big daddy government to take care of them. And these government officials, they never pay a price for being wrong. They never get punished for doing evil things. This is the worst thing about government anywhere. They don't face any consequences. When are we going to wake up to this? Yeah, here's a great Zero Hedge article. The First Amendment is out of control. Academic and media figures rally against free speech. What? This is the new thing, I guess. Freedom of speech is out of control. I mean, this is called backwards world or upside down world. All right, more about Elon Musk. He slaps those in favor of illegal immigrant voting with brutal label. Suggests severe penalty. Yeah, so there was a bill put forward. I forget the name of the bill, but it was a bill that would say that, look, you need to, only U.S. citizens can vote in the election. That was the bill. They want only U.S. First of all, how is that not already reality, you absolute retards? So we want to make sure everyone who votes is a U.S. citizen, and the Democrats are saying, no, we don't want that bill. They literally are saying, no, we don't want to check for people for being citizens. And this explains why they're letting 1 million people into the country. Not 1 million. They're letting tens of millions of people into the country. So yeah, End Wokeness says, holy S, the Biden administration just came out against the SAVE Act. That's what it's called. A bill to ensure that illegal aliens can't vote. The Biden administration came out against that. Yeah, and Elon Musk says the goal all along has been to import as many illegal voters as possible. So the Democrats and Biden, when they got to power, this is what they wanted to do. Just bring in a gajillion people so they can vote for Democrats. Because the Democrats are bringing them in and giving them money. They're buying the votes. Right? Yeah, and so Elon says those who oppose this are traitors. All caps, traitors. What is the penalty for traitors again? Yeah, it's a pretty stiff penalty being a traitor to the United States, but that's what if you oppose this bill, that's what you are. All right, moving on. Bukele investigates supermarkets for price increases in El Salvador. And of course, I'll link to this article like I link to everything else, but he's worried about the prices of food going up too much. He thinks they're raising prices too much, so he's going to investigate this to make sure that the food vendors, the food sellers in his country don't mark up the food like crazy just to make a bunch of money. So he's monitoring this. Now, you might say, it's a slippery slope. You should just let the free market decide. There's some truth to that, but also what's wrong with investigating it? Look into it, right? I mean, we got to call out, what do they call it? Gouging. If there are certain companies that are gouging customers, we got to look into that. Now, maybe I don't know. But anyway, that's a deep subject, actually. But anyway, that's Bukele. He's investigating for these price increases. Yeah, and this is this is an event. HODLween. HODLween. It's happening October 26, 2024 in Atlanta. Yeah, start thinking of your Satoshi Nakamoto costume for HODLween. Can you believe? Well, it's already July, August, September, October. So it's 3.5 months till Halloween. Can you believe that? It's insane. All right, on top here, this is a normal heartbeat. In the middle, this is a deceased heartbeat. There is none. And on the bottom, this is your heartbeat when you touch your pocket and don't feel your phone. Oh, no. And here's some Chinese sweatshop workers after getting an order for 2,000 Stop Child Labor t-shirts. Oh, it's too good. I mean, it's funny, but this is probably true, which is very sad, but my God. And yeah, this is my Friday face, okay? That's right, it's Friday, so this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click the link on the very top, says join our locals community. Come over here, join the locals. I put up some exclusive videos here. This is our community. It's free to join. There you go. Well, look, I want you to have a great weekend. Please subscribe to the channel, follow the channel, and share the show because I'm trying to grow my channel and I need some help. So if you can help, that'd be great. But have a great weekend. Get some rest, relaxation, have some fun. Have a fun weekend. Have a refreshing weekend. And I'll see you Monday for the Bitcoin news video then. All right. See you.